And as I get over to them, I smile and I say, "Ah, Curtis, it looks like you've found our local friend that we're looking for. You, sir, must be the wizard. I mean, I'm assuming you are. You're dressed like one."
There's a look of betrayal from the wizard to the goddess. Like, we were in this together.
I thought you were my bud.
I swear I don't know him.
Yes. Yes.
Wonderful. We have some of the most exquisite things that you want to buy from us. After the party, of course. After the party, of course. You don't have a drink in your hand. Why doesn't this man have a drink in his hand?
Hang on! And he throws a tankard from across the room.
I'm going to try to catch it.
I'm gonna try to hit.
Roll me an attack roll.
I mean, and again, these tankards are refilling mid-air.
Yes.
So Fron drinks it and then he throws it. It's.
I'm gonna use luck.
Ranged attack. You wasted a
shit.
crit catching a freaking beer.
That isn't even coming close. That's not even close.
With
like
that kind of an athletics, I dive for it and catch the cup.
Yeah, you dive for it and you catch it.
Fron kind of throws it, but it's like against the wall, 2 feet up, like, oh shit, and you kind of do the, like, yeah!
Catch it, bring it down filled with wine, and present it to the wizard.
Got it. He takes it and looks at you. What kind of items?
We have amazing blood rubies the size of cannonballs.
Thought you were just going to say amazing items, not said.
Mystical blood rubies the size of cannonballs.
Blood rubies?
Yes. Touched by Alimaru himself.
Who's Alimaru?
Ali Damara.
Yeah, I can never pronounce it.
Ali Damara. Oh. No, thank you.
What do you mean, no thank you?
That's a typical reaction from to a god of chaos.
I don't want anything to do with Ali Damara.
That's a bit rude, isn't it? I mean,
do you know anyone
if you don't
who
want anything
might...
to do with Ali, then that would be like saying you don't want anything to do with me.
He probably doesn't, Captain.
How dare.
He just looks at Gertis and then points at him, and then points at you.
Do you know anyone who would be interested in such trades? A museum? A library, perhaps?
Well, he obviously doesn't. He's obviously just useless to us.
There is a museum on one of the worlds here. One of my colleagues has just become the administrator there. He might be willing to purchase it from you.
He's not as anti-fun as you are, then.
He's
There's nothing... Sorry.
He's a very business-like man. What would you like me to say about him? Like, he's a person.
Would you please set up the deal?
Can I get out of here?
No!
I mean, is it basically, like, blocked? You can't, like, get through this mass?
There's so many people in here, it's just like a mosh pit right now.
You can see Fraud building a barricade for the door.
And I have decided...
Anyone who wants to leave needs to fight with me.
Now, is there a window? A couple windows?
Few a few windows.
There is, but they have been boarded up.
God damn it.
How tall is the ceiling in here?
Seeger, in this dungeon, I am the end boss. You need to fight
15
Drunken
feet?
Thrall.
15 feet. Okay. I'm gonna say here. You wish to leave? Please step up here with me. Step up here with me.
You're gonna fly the table, aren't you, you crazy son of a bitch?
He steps up.
I'm going to fly the table across the bar slowly.
Got it.
I'm not, you know,
Right.
not jumping to spelljamming speed in the building, but yeah.
Shatter through the wall, just take off through space.
Fly over to the door, and if Thrall is trying to barricade the door, I'm basically going to land the table on Thrall, so that Thrall ends up under the table,
That's
and then
cheating!
just let him step out.
Hang on!
Mulligan.
By the time you get to the door, you have 5 people floating in midair by grabbing the table.
Oh, God.
"Hey."
It's like,
And the table lands on everybody.
You can hear from under the table. It's alright, boys. I brought drink, and we have on the table drinking instead.
They just go, "Hey."
Hey!
What have we done?
Jamie, where's Kea
Hi.
doing all of this?
The wizard
I
runs
was
away.
actually. Kay's just in the
So-
corner drinking water.
Curtis retreats to the ship where he can find safety.
There is no safety there. Where do you think they're
Did you
going
say
when they
he
get
is
done?
drinking water?
Yeah.
No. As you're drinking your water, your cup is refilling with wine.
I'm just pouring it out and getting another water then.
But the moment you pour it out, it just refills. You physically couldn't get the water in.
You might be
That's
getting
a
watered
good
down
point.
wine, but that's about as close as you can.
Not drinking then.
You people are no fun.
If this is winding down, I would like to sneak into the back and purify all of their ale before we leave.
Okay.
They just now have barrels of non-alcoholic ale now.
Oh my god, that's evil. Why would you
Yes.
do that? Those poor people. Oh.
Anything
Ruining
within
their
5
business.
feet of me is purified of poison.
I think you guys ruined their business.
Yeah.
We
The lack of
hey,
alcohol is not the problem here.
Yeah.
They got 35 gold pieces for all of that.
Yeah, but I mean, 35 gold pieces won't replace all of this.
Uh,
It might.
No, I
based
don't
on
think
the
so.
based on the price of the drinks, it'll do a good way towards it.
Are you sure, though? I'm not sure. Like,
It-
It'll
a
be
tavern.
fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
The other joke that's on them is that all of the containers that are filling up with this fine wine vanishes in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not like they're gonna reuse it. If they did that, then they deserve.
Yeah, but
to
as their barrels are being emptied, it's being refilled with wine.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
refilling their barrels with wine right now.
Yeah,
but
but
all
you
of it's going to
basically
be full
pay
and then
for all.
vanish.
That's
in-
fine.
So, so Vorka goes in, purifies it,
Bastard.
and then everything is refilled with wine afterwards.
Well, no, it doesn't
Basically.
empty it. It just takes
The
out the
liquid is
poison. It's still there.
It's just not alcohol.
Yeah, the
Oh,
liquid's still
okay.
there. Yeah, and I went to their store, their storage.
Well, after eventually everybody is given tons and tons of purified wine or purified ale, eventually the place is
emptied.
emptied, and
Yeah. I mean, this would be like one of the very few non-alcoholic beverages, though, because it's difficult to make non-alcoholic beverages without industrial like equipment.
Yeah.
So they should be grateful.
They're
Really,
not grateful. They want to get drunk.
They want to stay drunk. They're
everyone's already
yeah.
drunk. It's fine.
It's all of the taste, but none of the guilt.
Ugh.
Now you have a bunch of really drunk people on the boat.
Well, they're most
Oh,
of
yeah,
them are
that's-
still on the bar, aren't they?
No,
I
they're
think
leaving.
most of the people in the bar were our crew.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We'd be kind of laying with like 30 people, and we only left a tiny crew behind.
Yeah.
All that we just strolled into town, took over a tavern immediately.
Like
Ah.
rock stars.
We basically raided it.
After we leave, just outside of the tavern, is it quite? I'm assuming, picturing a place like this, I'm figuring it's very dusty, very kind of not very clean out there.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna use prestidigitation just to mark my old holy symbol on the ground outside the tavern before we go.
Got it.
Doc, would the wizard have taken his hat back, or do I just still have his hat?
You still have his hat.
Nice. I'm going to add a wizard's hat to my inventory.
Please do. Oh, Doc, make it a cursed item. Sorry, I meant to send that to you in chat.
Are you drunk, madman?
No, I'm not. I'm good at pretending though, so go ahead.
I am.
Anyway,
I'm not taking the hat off, by the way. I'm wearing it through town.
got it. Yeah, the wizard ran away immediately when you let him leave. So, you don't know where he is. You imagine he's probably in his shop.
Go.
So, what are you guys doing now?
Sleep off the rest of the evening, and we'll go visit him tomorrow and find out about this more fun person that he knows.
Got it. So you guys all go back to the ship, where there are tons of drunk people all around. You see a lot of also disappointed people because they didn't get drunk. And you hear that currently the ale is all gone, basically. It's all purified for some reason. It's non-alcohol.
We can take them all to notice, too.
I'm going to fill a few barrels of wine for them on the ship.
Okay, got it.
There's only one person on the ship who can purify stuff, right?
If you even know I can do that yet.
Yeah.
You just,
How many people out of the crew are like pilot able?
None.
if
sorry,
I had a
say
skill,
again?
I could.
None.
None. Okay, never mind then.
I just realized since I have spells now, if you were to teach me to pilot, I could pilot now.
Never.
Never.
I can teach you to pilot.
Never.
Yeah, I know how to pilot.
Ah.
You're not as worth as much as you were before now, Frol.
How dare you?
And he wasn't worth much before.
I'll kill you,
So,
I mean,
or at least I'll shave your head.
rest up and visit the wizard,
Yep.
hopefully.
I will say, Kia, about 5 people hit on you in the bar, just really drunk, not even recognizing who you are.
They don't even recognize that you're one of
How
the
you
captains.
Yeah.
Have we met before?
So,
Yeah. You like my future girlfriend.
Because you
I'm
seem
just
like
on,
someone from my dreams.
I'm
Yeah.
just on leave. My captain's an absolute ball breaker, and I really think...
This is Elf Buster, you see, and she is like a huge bitch.
Doc, I'm looking around for job boards, notice boards, signs, shit like that. You know, the job postings, if there might be one.
Didn't you want me to come with you for the shopping? With the insight?
Oh, yeah, but it's like the middle of the night. I'm looking for jobs.
Oh, okay.
Not-
Okay. Never mind.
Let's sell
That-
shit.
I thought you were just doing that while you were out.
No.
No, I think we're going to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, because we're going to meet with the museum guy.
you notice that there is quite a few jobs for the 3 planets here. Mainly involving moving cargo, because anyone with a Spelljammer ship is going to, move cargo very fast.
Mhm.
And it seems like a lot of the people down there do not have Spelljammer ships, from what you could tell. Lots of moving cargo jobs. There is a number of jobs involving a null band, which have been terrorizing villages.
Mm.
There is also a great green dragon in the forest
Ooh.
nearby a city.
That could be fun.
Oh.
Probably just about as strong as a lich.
But you can make much prettier things out of dragon than you can lich.
Although the lich, we can prepare for getting like holy shit, undead killing shit.
But you now have a cleric in your party, so
Yeah. Okay, so I bring this info back and tell the captain, we can dedicate one of our ships and have Roderick make us money by moving.
Yeah, I was thinking that. The captain won't be thinking that until morning, but I'm thinking that already now.
Yeah.
okay.
We at some point are going to need to recruit more crew as well.
Yeah, we could probably do that on the planets, even.
Yeah, this place is pretty much empty. There's not a whole lot of people here. So.
Okay, well, let's head off to the magic shop in the morning.
Yeah. Time
Got
up
it.
to the next
So-
morning, unless there's something else happening.
You guys go to sleep. Sleep off the alcohol. Some of the crew wake up drunk, but, that's okay. You see a lot of people with hangovers as well. The drunk
Perfect.
people are basically making the people with hangovers lives of misery.
As you should.
But yeah, everybody is sort of just have. It's mostly quiet on the ships. You guys probably Frawl, Vorka, and Daz rather, have hangovers. Mild to heavy, depending on how much you guys drank.
I would have been sure Fraud did not drink too much.
Nerdist didn't drink a damn lick.
Nope.
Much to my disappointment.
And actually,
you guys-
ironically, Daz would not be overly drunk because he spent more of his time at the party playing than he did drinking.
Right.
So he drank a little, but not excessively.
So you have a mild hangover.
I probably had the worst hangover
Probably.
of the three.
Yeah, you guys go over to the magic shop. You see that it is open for business.
I have my gazer familiar out. Normally I have him hiding or put away because he's annoying as shit, but today I have him out.
You talking
Get
about
some
me?
revenge.
Huh?
I'm kidding. Never mind.
No, I'm keeping him out so my familiar's next to me and all that shit.
Okay. Yeah. Do you guys knock? What do you do?
Well, if it's open, we walk in.
Yeah, if it's open,
Knock
we
and
walk in,
walk.
otherwise we knock.
You walk in to see a well-made place with lots of purple, lots of royal colors, with what appear to be many different baubles on the shelves and things like that. You see that there are lots of things that are display only, however, basically.
Mhm.
Displaying in glass cases and on the shelves and everything like that are basically just specifically so that you can see what he has to offer. There is a very large desk at the back of the room, which basically blocks the entirety of the half of the building. And you see him there, just sort of reading a book. And he looks up towards you guys and says, "Oh, welcome. Is there anything I can help you with? Good morning. Good morning."
Yes, we wanted to discuss meeting with your friend.
That's right. Very well. I will send him a message if you give me just a few moments.
Is this the same wizard?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still wearing his hat?
I never gave it back.
So you're still wearing it? Okay.
I probably might have woken up with it on and just never thought to touch my head. I don't have hair, so I wouldn't really have done anything.
Yeah. He looks at you, and he says, "Could I have my hat back?"
What hat?
He just sort of like reaches over gingerly and takes it.
Gazer jumps up and then like grabs it and then like flies off with it. And Gertis looks over and says, "You damn pest!" And he comes back and like grabs it. And
It's a mean thing to
slobbery and
tell the
shit.
wizard. Yes, I mean, we all knew it, but I mean, you shouldn't tell him.
He just looks at you, Gertis, and says, "Thank you."
Apologies. You know how gazers are.
You see him prestidigitate the hat clean as he walks back, and then puts it on his head.
I will never
Because it
forget
was
this.
stained with tons of booze and everything like
yeah.
that.
Other
Yeah.
liquids.
And other liquids.
Mostly
Yeah.
booze.
Unnamed
The
liquids.
other liquids? What did you do with the hat, man?
Look,
Ah,
not gonna talk about it.
ah.
You're also forgetting Orca's a woman.
Still.
Okay.
It might be what the rest of the crew did with the hat that she was wearing.
Oh, it's actually. Okay, never mind.
Anyway.
Never mind.
Anyway.
I'm just gonna leave that to everybody's imagination.
Gertis pulls out a tiny chunk of the blood ruby, just the tiniest little chunk that he probably molded off real quick, and he just reveals it, showing that he actually has blood ruby. He's not lying.
Okay, yeah, he comes back and says, I sent a message to him. If you go to the third planet over, nearest to the sun, it should be.
Oh, God.
No.
A location? A land, maybe? Which continent on the third planet?
The continent that is the largest. There is a city in the continent which is a very affluent city where the nobles stay, called Dixta, which you will be able to find because it is mostly made out of stone, whereas most of the other cities and things are not. It is in the center of the continent.
Do the natives of this planet know of spelljamming, or do we have to be discreet here?
Oh, they know of spelljamming, yes. They don't have spelljamming themselves. Well, maybe a few very rich people do. But they don't leave with them.
Well, I thank you very much for your information, and I hope you have the best of days.
The museum is in the far right corner of the city. You can't miss it. It is a very big, impressive building.
I can't wait. And I just bow to him and look to the captain. Said, "Is there anything you wish to buy here, sir?"
Looking around, is there anything that jumped out at me as interesting? I would have probably been looking around while he's been talking.
There's something that looks like a magic Rubik's Cube.
A magic what?
Rubik's Cube.
Ooh.
I'll be right back. Just gotta feed the dogs.
I have a feeling I know what one of those is. And they're a pain in the butt.
Taylor says it like that, it's like a synonym for something. He's gotta feed the dogs.
You know it.
What else is there? Let's see. Let's see.
Are there any rituals laid out? Or advertisements of rituals?
No.
Okay, just checking. I mean, I don't need anything.
I can't think of anything specifically I'm looking for.
I mean, I know what I'm looking for, but it won't be here, and it won't be until after we get the money. So,
Yeah.
Let's
No,
get the
so I
money.
mean, let's head out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
head out. As we leave,
Or,
I say...
well, I mean, Kia, does Kia need anything?
A gun, maybe? A gun?
Like, do you need a new gun?
A gun?
I've got good guns. I'm good.
You got good guns?
You sure? Didn't one of them break?
Oh shit, you're right, you got a mega gun, right?
I've got the big gun now.
Oh, right.
The vet.
Okay.
Yeah, she got the new gun.
The BFG.
Cool. Alrighty, let's head out then.
As we leave, I kind of get to the door and I look back at him. And I raise my hand up and I say to him, "May the blessings of Ollie and Daz be upon you."
Mhm.
And then I turn and
Amen.
leave.
He just looks at you weirdly, but lets you go. And what do you guys do?
That's cool.
Let's
Third
head
planet.
up to the third planet, biggest continent, right in the middle.
Okay. Do you take the whale ship?
Well, what I'm thinking is, let's task our crew with taking the whale ship. The deliveries that you were mentioning, are they between worlds in this sphere, or are they between different spheres?
They're between worlds in this sphere.
Right.
Good.
Let's task the whale ship with picking up some delivery runs within the sphere, while we take the mantis to go to the third world.
Yeah. Did
Sounds
we
great,
switch
yeah.
out the engine did we switch out that engine so the lifelike thing?
Yeah, I think.
Did we do it
It's
to
still on the
the
mantis. We haven't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Just
think
checking.
keeping on the Mantis may actually be a good
Yeah, because
idea.
it's going to be
Yeah.
the little ship for us most of the time.
Yeah, maybe make that a striker and we can just have the
Mm,
whale as a hub. Okay, cool.
yeah.
Yeah, so give Roderick and the crew basically instructions to pick up local deliveries, make some money. You know, they'll get a majority of cut of the money they're making during that. Keeps them busy, and it makes us a bit on the side as well.
Got it. Roderick and the first mate are on the duty.
And in fact, we have 2 ships, don't we? That they can use?
We only really have
Galleon
crew
and
right
whale
now
ship.
for one.
Ah,
Yeah.
right, okay. Yeah, we need to recruit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We need to recruit crew because we have a
What's-
crew for either ship, but not for both.
Now, I know these guys are paid up for a year, but since we're talking about crew, how much does it cost to maintain a crew of this size, realistically? Like, for a month at a time? Like, pay the crew a month at a time. What's that come out to be?
Well, let's see.
Monthly wage per
Seconds.
person.
Yeah.
Right. Does she?
Because I know we're paid up for a year, but if we start, hiring new people.
Yeah.
Plus, we'll have to continue paying these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Sadly.
Well, depends on how trained you want them to be. If you want them to be just standard people who don't know what they're doing, 2 gold pieces per standard month. And if you want them to be trained in spelljamming, then 4 gold pieces per standard month.
And we have 35 people approximately.
Yes, they've been paid for.
We're looking to recruit
Entire
up
year.
to about 50 people. So we're looking at
Okay.
100 to 150 gold a month, really.
200 gold a month, exactly, for 50 people.
Is that
At 4
for
gold.
well-trained?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need all of them to be well-trained, though.
Oh, okay. Well,
We can get away with half of them being well-trained and half of them being dogs' bodies.
okay, yeah, so that'll be 100 gold for well-trained, and then 50 gold. Okay, yeah, 200 gold. Nice. But we aren't, like, picking them up on this planet, are we? Or...
Not yet, but we might want to look for them before we leave this sphere.
Okay. Alrighty,
Right now, though,
so...
we're looking to go make money first.
Yeah, definitely. So we fly on down to the, thing in the Mantis.
Yep.
The planet.
And I will be right back real quick.
Okay.
While Doc's AFK, I just want to ask, has anyone else here played Battlefleet Armada?
Yep.
I've played some of it. It's not something I could really get into unless I'm playing with people.
No?
Or playing, with like a group. Wait, Battlefield Armada is the one where you all control like a special point on a ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is the one where you control a fleet of ships.
Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't played this one.
This is the tactical simulator where you got... Ooh.
Echo, Madman, turn it off. Thank you. No, yeah, like I haven't played this one, but I played the one where you like each control a specific part of this like massive ship. I don't know if you played that one.
No, I'm really enjoying the tactical elements of this, but some of their mission types are just completely unwinnable, which is frustrating.
Madman, it looks like you're just cooking human. Stop cooking human.
How do you think
Why?
he's so pale?
Why do you keep taking pictures?
I didn't know I was taking pictures. I thought I was switching cam to my.
You're not.
You failed.
Yeah, I failed miserably.
Well, now we just have a picture of you forever smiling like you're about to kill someone.
No, you don't. It's gone.
I have it
Forever.
downloaded. You can't get rid of it.
Fuck you.
So is this like a 4X game, Casey, or is it purely like tactical RTS?
What do you mean 4X?
4-player.
No, 4X.
4X.
Expand. Fucking what is it called? It's the basis of most RTS games.
No, it's very certain types of area.
Explore, expand, exploit, and exterminate.
Ah,
Basically, like
basically-
Civilization.
Yeah, there is a sector map, and there is a turn-based system, and you have a number of actions per turn, where you decide which worlds you want to fight for, or defend, or attack. In order
Yeah, it
to
sounds
try
like
to
a 4X.
control the system, yeah.
I'm getting. It's not entirely 4X, but it is very close, yeah. But apparently, it is incredibly buggy, according to a lot of people.
That's probably the stuff that I'm referring to as some of the mission types are unwinnable.
Right.
Maybe it's a 3X.
No exterminating. You don't win this one. You just lose. It's Warhammer. You always lose.
The trick is, though, that I actually think some of the missions are meant to be unwinnable.
Well, I mean, is it a
Some are just
campaign
broken.
situation where
It's a
where
campaign.
even if you, where even if you lose, you still progress to the next story mission?
Correct. The thing is,
Yeah, that's not a bad.
You may lose, and you lose that world, but then you might have an option to retake that world later on in the game.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's just not very well implemented because it's not explained that that's part of it. Like, when you lose, it's natural to just restart and try again. So,
What game are you guys talking about?
Battlefleet Gothic Armada.
Battlefleet. Gothic Armada.
It's
strange
the
looking game. It's a Warhammer game.
It's a Warhammer 40k fleet-based space battles game.
Oh, they've made a few of them apparently.
Yeah,
They
it's in the vein of Warhammer, like the actual games itself, but it's not 4X. It's more of just like the actual battles and encounters and story.
And then they have repercussions over the campaign.
Yeah.
That sounds fun, but it is Warhammer, so there's no chance of me ever winning.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun, though.
Yeah, it's fun.
My only downside to it is the campaign can only be played as the Imperial fleet. So
The screenshot's beautiful though.
It says you can hit against the Chaos, Imperium, Eldar, Orcs. You're only allowed to play Imperial?
well, for the campaign, you only play Imperial. There are also just like single battles, not on
That's
the
not
campaign
fun.
map.
It would have been so cool if they had implemented like a relatable story to the Eldar and the Orcs and the Chaos, like implemented, legitimate
Like what Dawn of War 3 does.
humanization to the Orcs, like sympathy to the Orcs. Like,
Have you played?
yeah,
Dawn
they're
of War
fucked
3?
as a species, but
So, now that Doc is back, what are we doing?
sorry.
It's fine. I mean, I'm often the one derailing everything. I'm just...
Alright, so,
Jamie's just sat there smiling. Someone attack Kia.
He was frowning. Don't even.
so you guys make your way down to the planet. You guys head off of the whale ship mid-flight and go down into the planet because what they want to do is they want to take the planet farthest from the sun first, so they can make their way
Makes
all
sense.
the way to you, basically, and then pick you up.
Makes perfect sense.
So they do that. You guys go down with the mantis. And into the atmosphere and onto the continent. Thankfully, you can land on land.
Mm-hmm.
The Mantis is our only ship that can land on land.
Uh-huh.
Although you can get ships retrofitted with the Mantis legs, basically. They, like, extend out.
Yeah, but doing that to a whale ship would not be feasible.
It'd be difficult. Might as well just land in water.
It'd be cool as hell though. Just a giant
actually,
whale with spider
quick
legs.
question. I know physics-wise, you can just stop the ship mid. Like, you are descending down at Spelljammer speed and then just stop and be okay. What happens when you're descending into water? Do you basically just descend into the planet and then just stop right as you're about to hit the water? And then gently rest? Or do you just crash into the water?
I would imagine if you stop in atmosphere, you could stop at water and then gently land.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm just wondering, like,
Bearing in mind, if Doc's using the kind of standard Spelljammer type stuff, is that you have different types of maximum speeds. So you could be doing maximum speed in the phlogiston, which is going to be faster than your maximum speed in a sphere, which is going to be, you're going to have to slow down.
you're going to be slower in a planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as soon as you
Okay,
enter an
sorry.
atmosphere, you slow to an atmospheric speed. So you couldn't
Yeah.
fly through an atmosphere. at Spelljammer speed.
I know it does work mechanically. I'm just wondering how physics-wise so I can understand it.
Physics-wise,
Anyway.
it's magic. It stops
Mhm.
immediately.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Okay, sorry.
So you guys make a short stop to the continent, getting to what he basically told you, the large stone city in the middle of the continent. Landing your Manta ship basically right outside of it. You see some of the crew take up positions, defensive positions, so that they can guard the ship while you guys go out and do whatever you need to do.
And I'm going to take, as a reference, we have 7/8 of one of the basketballs where we split that one earlier.
Right?
I'm going to take one of those eighths as a...
Yeah, we have proof of it.
Yeah, so that he can examine that, and then we can bring back the rest once we've agreed
I have
on the
a
price.
plan, Daz, if you want to try it.
Sure.
Basically, you and me, mid-negotiation, argue the origin of this thing. You argue Ali Damara, whilst I argue a different deity to up the importance of it.
You want me to
If you're willing to try it. Well, not argue, just... You're the captain, so correct me, in a sense, that it is Ali
all the
Damara.
time anyway, no problem.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay. You guys enter through the main gates, being allowed through almost immediately. Though there is a very short line in front of you of traders and merchants and things. To see a very well-to-do city. What's the word? Sprawling metropolis. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. Metropolis. Of different sorts of commoners and people basically doing their work. Everyone seems to be well-fed, comfortable. Nobody here seems to be, impoverished.
This is a
That's
noble
good.
city.
Which races are here?
Damn racist.
Mostly humans, though you do see a few dwarves walking
Okay,
around,
everything's right in the world. I'm sure they're
as
the
well
higher-ups.
as some elves.
Oh, okay.
halflings,
I didn't know the dwarf were slumming it here. Okay. Continue.
as well as some halflings, and a couple of gnomes that you see. You walk following his directions. Thankfully, you went in the other side of the city gates, nearest to the museum, following his directions to the northern rightmost quadrant of the city, where you find a extremely impressive Roman architecture-esque museum with
Gertis.
red velvet lining the place, large archways, and a considerable amount of people basically just walking through the museum.
Is it
Gertis
dwarven made?
dashes forward and starts examining everything that's on display. Just you could see his eyes magically light up as he's examining what the items might be and how powerful they are and just their origins and shit. He's not touching anything, but he's
Dazamar is
completely
walking.
distracted.
Dazamar is walking through this place as if he is a movie store being forced to walk through a dollar store.
Okay.
He is the most important person here, and none of this stuff is as important as him.
Got it. You see lots of different things, Gertis. You see old blades that never tarnished in things that say that it pertains to a specific historical figure. You see flags of different ancient empires on this world and on other worlds nearby. You see these minerals and rocks and things in the geology exhibit. You see old bones of terrifying monsters, basically put together like the dinosaurs would be, but of different shapes. One of them looks like a tyrannid from 40K. At least the bone structure does.
Oh, shit. Are these items protected by magic?
Yes, they're magically warded. They're basically underneath walls of force.
Yeah, okay. Oh, so you could, like, put your hand out and it wouldn't, like, explode or anything. It's just a wall.
It's just a wall.
He's flat up against the fucking wall. He's basically, like, licking the wall, like, give me! I want to see!
Get my face closer!
Why can't my eye get closer? He's, like, slamming his eye against the wall.
You're embarrassing yourself.
He's not. He doesn't respond to that. He's just still looking at everything.
No, he says...
Here's the ironic thing. The guy that was dancing on tables in the middle of a bar fight yesterday is telling you you're embarrassing yourself.
Yeah, I mean, and as you're saying that, you can just see that Thrall has, like, hot dogs, like, that he's found in the background.
You see,
there are a number of food stalls nearby. Yeah. Yes, actually,
no,
few in the museum for the museum goers.
So you're embarrassment.
Is there a sign saying no familiars allowed?
No, not specifically.
The gazer is over at the food stall, slurping up every bit of food that he can.
You see, like, the stall merchant takes, like, a cudgel and starts swinging wildly at it, like, get the
You can't hit me! You can't hit me! He flies off.
Okay. He just...
I have the urge every time you do it to us, like, I just want to grab it and punt it.
Yeah.
Just grab, drop, kick.
These things are incredibly irritating.
Oh. I'm gonna try to catch it now.
Oh god, you can try.
You see lots of different exhibits. You see many more exhibits than the ones I say. For example, like armor on mannequins, which seem to be magical as well, correlating to another historical figure.
Anything related to Vecna?
No.
Okay.
But there is an exhibit about long lost gods.
Anything relating to me?
Yeah, let's head over there. Like, Gertis is interested.
I am too.
I refuse.
Drag you along.
Yeah,
I was actually about to say no. I grabbed Thrall and started pulling.
Yeah, Thrall tries to stay by the food carts. Like, no! Oh shit! All right.
I hand you a flask filled with wine.
Yeah, okay. You convinced me.
So there are 3 stories of long lost gods, as well as a separate exhibit about the pantheon of this world as well, which you recognize the names of basically other gods. It's just different names for them here.
Yeah.
Like Moradin and what's it called?
Have they
Paladine.
no?
Paladine.
Have they actually abandoned this sphere, or is it a situation of they don't go by that name anymore? But
they know them by a different name. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. They have
Moradin
abandoned
is known as
sphere.
Reorx.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
It's still
But,
Moradin.
yeah.
They don't call him Moradin.
no, yeah, that's
Exactly.
what I wanted. So,
But you see 3 such long-lost gods. One is very similar to the story of Beowulf. Killed, like a troll, then the mother came by, and then blah, 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 all that. He lived a very long life, etc., killing dragons and all that.
yeah.
And eventually died and became a demigod. There is another story about a god who loved the people and was basically disregarded by the other gods because he loved the humans too much.
Definitely not Daz.
Mankind, the humanoids too much, the sentient people, and it tells them how he took fire down, and did the thing of Polyphemus. He did like brought up islands and things like that.
So essentially,
All
the
yeah.
Roman god of
It's Maui.
Prometheus.
It's Maui.
Okay, I don't know Maui.
Maui from
Moana.
I have not watched Moana.
well, either way.
Oh.
And then there is another one about a trickster god. A god of lies. A god of grand tales. Someone who basically would say to its followers that he did many different things, except none of them he actually did. He took credit for many different things that the other gods had did, and
Shameful.
would basically say all of these things, and eventually he got in trouble for it, and they cast him out into space because of all the things that he said he did and didn't.
Shameful.
By the way, where's Ilix?
You have no idea. Illich just is gone.
We better check if any of our crew missing or any shit's taken.
I think he
We'll
vanished at the
check
same
that.
time the Time Wizards did.
Yep.
Maybe he
Alrighty,
got left behind on
whatever.
that other ship.
Whatever. Yeah, okay, so Gertis eventually snaps out of it and he's like, oh, this is all so fascinating. Compose yourself, compose. We must
Let's go
find
find this
the
guy.
headmaster. Yes. And we look around for someone
Working from the museum who can lead us.
Gertis stops, looks around, and then continues walking.
Okay.
And he's going to find that guy, yeah.
Okay. Eventually you find a man similar to the description that he gave you. Tall, lanky, half-elf with ginger hair and a ginger beard. Very, very light beard. Who has like a felt hat, a red felt hat, and leather upholstery, basically. Not upholstery, I'm sorry. What? That would be chairs.
He is wearing a chair. He's wearing a
He's
lace
wearing
boy
a
on his
chair.
head.
No, he's sitting on leather
What was the Rick and
upholstery.
Morty episode where they had the chair people?
Yeah,
No,
the chair
He's-
people,
he's-
yeah.
he's one of them.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
the chair people.
And they were ordering human.
Yeah,
Mhm.
pizza with human.
No,
on it.
No, he's sitting on leather upholstery. He's not wearing leather upholstery.
He's wearing leather
with-
poultry.
Yes, exactly.
He's in a
Or
leather
chickens.
gimp suit. Sorry.
Wearing very fine clothing. Noble.
No leather in this clothing.
We walked up.
Currently talking to another patron who seems to be even more well-to-do than he is. Wearing lots of jewelry, lots of status symbols, basically.
I walk up next to Daz and say, "All right, time for a little fun. When I incorrectly state which deity this crystal is from, you need to correct me quite viciously and quite sure of yourself. You can do that, right?"
I'm not sure I can handle that.
What? You can't be sure of yourself? I'm confused now.
Okay, good.
Daz?
While you're confused, hold on. I go to walk over towards them.
What? No, follow my plan. It'll be better. We'll get more money. Okay. I follow behind. But,
I basically walk right up into the middle of their conversation.
Gertis sheepishly walks behind him.
Because personal space is not something Daz understands. Good afternoon. You look like people of good taste. Well, good enough taste at least. Would you be
Both of them look at you.
Yes, I think you would be interested. You look like just the people to be interested. In fact, I already know you're interested because, well, we've already been told you're interested. My friend here has something he would like to show you. And then I turn and look at Gertis.
You just see immense surprise and like, this is not part of the plan! You're just completely changing the plan.
I imagine more like a flinch, like please don't hit me again, flinch. Like you were about to
it's like
say that he
basically
beat
like
you.
he moves his hand to show, and Gertis like flinches, and he composes himself and reaches into his cloak.
Gotta keep people off guard. People off guard.
Whilst his hand is in his cloak, he's holding the gem. He hasn't shown it yet, and he says, "My dearest friend and I, our companions, have come